USD with the basketball first. This is Walker Demers, the long skip across to Nicole Avila Ambrosi. The senior from Omaha knocks down the J to get the yoke started.
Play in the Carrier Dome, now known as the JMA Wireless Dome. It was always an advantage for us. It was the depth perception of the dome is crazy to adjust to. Nice shot though, good mid-range pull-up.
Honorable mention this season. The sophomore from Sleepy Eye, Minnesota, giving the Jacks on the board and an immediate answer at the other ends. Meyer, good find inside to Tori Nelson. The lone senior on this Jackrabbits team, able to finish at the 10.
Jump stop, be strong with the basketball.
Tremendous atmosphere in this building today for these two pride programs. It's trying to get going. Two-time first-team all-conference. Avila Ambrosi in the corner. That's a good start for the Coyote fans here. Two big buckets from Avila Ambrosi in the opening 4.5 minutes.
To stretch the defense for the Coyotes so they can get whatever they want inside.
Here is Nelson on the other end. Big time answer from the senior.
I was going to say, Mike Jewett for South Dakota had told his team to hold as they were running out to guard her. So I think they're one of those players they're trying to leave open, right, and kind of force those shots. As Hempy, though, gets a good look inside, certainly. And I just think back to, you know, the leadership that Coach Carius really said that Kendall has exhibited this year with this team. You know, just...
Mesa by him inside. Tough finish with the Rats. The junior from Wisconsin. Belcham on the baseline, getting the bump that time. And the first-team all-conference point guard for the Jacks. Now Grace Larkins. She's so good on that first step, able to get to her left and finish.
Getting to the basket and finishing the layup. Other times she's going to have to knock down the outside shot and keep the defense honest. Oh, honest defense there, but Brooklyn Meyer is just better inside.
South Dakota State has been living in the paint so far in this contest now. 12 of their 18 points have come inside.
Because they get the best possible option every possession.
Avila Ambrosi, who's having a great start now. 7 points for the senior. Tie ball game now. Under 9 to go in the second. Meyer, look at that. Brooklyn Meyer, courtesy of Page. That Meyer to Meyer connection.
Taking a look at this Meyer drive. The shovel pass around the defender to a wide open.
11 trips to the NCAA tournament since '09. Such a well-balanced team that just seems to reload every year. Olivia Kiefer now, the masked woman, getting inside for her first bucket of the day.
Baseline drive and finish.
21-20 now. Ellie Colbeck, the sophomore who can really stroke it from deep, knocks down the tray.
Really good ball movement. Meyer gets a piece of the paint, kicks it to a shooter, and then you cannot help that far off of Colbeck.
Another assist for Meyer in this first half. The Jacks with 6 dimes. Page getting it done herself this time. Coyotes shooting just 35% from the floor in this half. Still just 2 of 13 from deep. Larkins trying to get it going, and again, no place inside.
Those flex screens are going to screen in which she can curl into the paint so she can just catch and finish quickly. If she starts off the bounce, it's too tough to defend. And so is Brooklyn Meyer
Speaking
inside.
of tough to defend, a load to handle inside. Basket in the foul here for the sophomore.
Already in double figures is Meyer. They
Mavericks team that had to beat Kansas City in a play-in game just to get to the quarterfinals. Paige Meyer again. That has been meat and drink for her today.
Multiple coverages. You have to keep them on their toes constantly.
Here is Hempy inside, blocked by Nelson. A member of the all-defense team in the Summer League again this season. Possessions now for the team from Vermilion. Meyer. 14 now for the Summer League Player of the Year.
You got to be aggressive. The ball is sticking right here. You have to have ball and player movement. Find multiple options. Larkins, good. Gets to her go-to, drives right. Stress the fact that you have to be able to play at a high level for 40 minutes. Your motor has to be tremendous.
Carly Duffy now trying to rev things up for the Yotes with that long three.
Threes. They're winning the rebounding battle, and then that led to good opportunities offensively.
And now a defensive play by Kiefer coming up to swat Mathewitz.
Momentum is a big thing in March, and the freshman Kiefer with a huge block. Freshman.
Meyer now, the floater too short.
Rushed and contested. You can see the tide starting to shift a little bit here But Paige Meyer says, no sir, I'm still playing defense in the passing lane, easy 2 points.
9 points in this half, and she will orchestrate. Nelson to Brooklyn Meyer inside, off the window and in. Left now, Larkins. Duffney at the buzzer, knocks it down! Carly Duffney with a big-time three as the half expires. They will take a look to make sure it counts.
Big shot here by Duffney. How about the trust, though, for Larkins to kick it to her, and that is well. To stop the Jackrabbits offensively because they have so many different weapons, but good decision there. I like the play call there.
She had 13 in the quarterfinal win yesterday over St. Thomas. The only other yoke besides Larkins in double figures. Mesa Byam now going to work down low on Saturday's quarterfinal win. Former All-State player from Wisconsin, stepping into a bigger role of late as Larkins. It's acrobatic sometimes, over the head, off the window and in. This is as close as they've been in a while. Byam going back to work. She has the size advantage on Duffney, who cannot handle her. Basket and the foul for Mesa Byam.
Mesa Byam, a player that has taken advantage of every opportunity this season. Nice drops. I'm Larkins. I would keep posting up Paige Meyer. I would keep putting her behind you in the paint and look to get high percentage looks, or even just act as a passer in the post.
Avila Ambrosi.
I don't think you can double, and I don't think you can double pick Brooklyn Meyer, especially when she's seeing the double coming. They're just going to pick that apart every time. You got to be sneaky with it. Well, it's starting with paint touches and then getting it outside, and then Avila Ambrosi.
Mathewitz for three. Big answer for Madison Mathewitz and the Jacks, just to steady the tide a bit.
Not trying to go home, but then on the other side, Mathewitz, one of the best three-point shooters in the...
Mathewitz at 40% on the season. That number has gone up over the course of this year. The sophomore thrust into a more prominent role, and right on cue. This Jackrabbit team really does just go 7 deep. No one plays more than 30 minutes a night as Tori DePerry gets loose inside. Free throw coming for the former D2 star to get the Yotes a little bit closer.
And this is a good look offensively. High, low action to Perry all alone, and then the patience to wait.
Jackrabbit squad that relies so much on her inside. They do have other options, of course, as we have seen today, as Natalie Mazurek knocks down the jumper from the elbow. It's been over 3.5 minutes since their last make from the field. They've been good at the line, though, to keep this lead where it is, as Demers now gets free. Great entry feed to the sophomore. 4 left in the quarter. It is Mathewitz for three. Yes! Madison Mathewitz, another tray, just as the quarter expires.
Madison Mathewitz, you cannot forget about her, the sharp shooter. And that's what she does, the catch and shoot is
between the Bison and the Golden Eagles. This matchup has been essentially best on best, just as we expected.
It's just what the Jackrabbits do so well, is they respond. They always have a response to when you make the right play. Good defense from Tori. Block on the step through. I mean, this is a move that Larkins loves to go through. The step through back to her right, and Nelson just...
They're shooting just under 50% today. Their season average nearly 53%, best in the conference. One of the reasons why, yes, they do not rank very high in terms of offensive glass. Another turnover forced here for SDSU. Colbeck able to take advantage.
Triples raining everywhere for South Dakota State. That time it comes from Colbeck. This is what...
In each of their last 4 meetings with the Coyotes, SDSU on a 4-game unbeaten run against their arch rivals. Now Carly Duffney saying, this game's not over yet, so plenty of basketball to go in the opening 20 minutes. Here is Hempy. Gets the bounce off the back iron at the end of the shot clock. A little 5-0 run now from the Yotes to get back within 10. Meyer puts an end to that. Number 21, not among those two. They go back to Hempy. That's a little shake inside. Back-to-back buckets now for the senior Alexi Hempy. who was a multi-time Summer League Player of the Year and a WNBA draft pick from a few seasons back.
I played against
You
Macy
remember
Miller.
Macy.
I remember Macy Miller. A bucket Macy Miller was. And just
7 to shoot. Nelson the skip to Mathewitz. Good contest by Mazurek. Byam is there, muscling her way up, but could not finish. She's find a way to stay alive. Larkins. Meyer with the swats. Nearly 2 swats a night. Just 4 to shoot now for South Dakota on the inbounds. It's Larkins. The lefty runner goes. 5-point ball game now with 2:25 left. Larkins again.
And Larkins knows she can't go back to the step through. Got it up quickly. Good touch. Just a nice one.
South Dakota State led by as many as 15 in this quarter. Ellie Colbeck now. Ice cold from deep. Again, that's 4.
But here, Colbeck just on the fill. And
Paige Meyer, the pride of Albany, Minnesota. Larkins able to get to the rim. No foul by the Jacks that time. 60 seconds left now. 11-point deficit for the Coyotes. Paige Meyer anticipating again. One of the Summit League's best, rising to the occasion, and she can feel it now.
Closing out games. The steal, getting in the passing lane, and an easy 2 points. And Paige point, and tell you what, you give a lot of credit to South Dakota. I mean, they battled here. Grace Larkins had a terrific season, and just Aaron Johnston gets the best of them.